Hello my friends and welcome once again to another episode of Tony's Comfort Kitchen. Now this month's collaboration is all about Spanish food, and I'm doing a classic dish from the far northwest of Spain. I'm doing hake with chorizo and potatoes. So to start off this dish, I'm adding about 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil to a frying pan. And when the oil's hot enough, I add 1 chopped up onion. Now I'm just going to cook this through a little bit and let it soften slightly. Of course, going to add some salt, good pinch of salt, and some freshly cracked black pepper. Then I'm going to add half a green pepper, chopped up in small chunks. Just mix it in, let them soften down slightly, before adding the equivalent of about 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. And then I'm going to add our chorizo. I have about 50 grams of chorizo here, cut up into small chunks, skin left on, it shouldn't be a problem. Just add them in, and then we need to cook this chorizo down until the oil is starting to separate from it. And that shouldn't take too long. This dish, by the way, comes from, as I say, the far northwest of Spain, from the Galician region. But to be honest, it's a dish I think that you will find anywhere along the northern Spanish coast, whether it be Cantabrian or the Basque coast as well. It's pretty typical of a dish that's cooked in these areas. And if you've never been to the northern Spanish coast, I thoroughly recommend you do, because it is absolutely breathtaking. Next, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, which just adds a wonderful smoky flavour to the dish in conjunction with the chorizo. Next, I'm going to add 50 millilitres of white wine. And around 200 millilitres of water. And when that's up and bubbling, I'm going to add my potatoes. I am adding 500 grams of baby potatoes, quite small, with skins on, cut in half lengthways. And basically we're going to cook these potatoes down into the sauce until they're sort of 3/4 cooked. Just mix them in, move them around. And then I'm going to put a lid on and continue to cook it on a low heat for around 15 minutes or so, or at least until the potatoes start to soften slightly. And I think it's about this time that I have a shout out to my fellow creators in this collaboration. There are far too many of you to mention here, but I will put all your channel links in the description below. So if anyone wants to look at their fantastic dishes or their fantastic channels, please go and click on those links. And good luck with your videos, guys. Right, with the potatoes 3/4 cooked, it's time to put in our fish. This is hake, 1 hake fillet that I've cut in 2. Now the recipe or the ingredients that I'm writing below this video is actually for 2 hake fillets, but for the sake of this video I'm just using 1. By the way, if you can't find hake, then something similar would do, such as cod or haddock or any firm fleshed fish. I put some salt and pepper on the hake, and I put the lid on, and I'm going to cook it for yet another 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, that hake should be nice and cooked, and those potatoes are also cooked all the way through. And for the final touch, I'm going to sprinkle over some chopped fresh parsley and drizzle over some extra virgin olive oil. And the dish is complete. And there we have it, hake with chorizo and potatoes, a wonderful flavour of northern Spain. Once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. And finally, I would like to say a big thank you to all my fellow creators in this collaboration. Good luck with your videos, and I will see you all very soon. So peace, love, and take care.